everyone.
It is tomorrow.
It's Sunday morning. Happy Mother's Day, all you mothers.
That didn't sound right, honey.
But they all smell something. And this is what they smell. They smell the new dog food.
Yep. And I said, we don't give them that much. This morning we're giving them a pretty big serving because I think it just depends.
You did, yeah. Kelly.
What I'm doing is I'm just going to put these on cookie sheets like this, and then I'm going to freeze them, much like you would freeze strawberries individually. And then I'm going to put them in Ziploc bags, put them back in the freezer. That way we can just grab a bag with 4 pieces out of it the night before and stick it in the kitty-proof box and let it thaw overnight.
That's what we call the microwave.
That's for those of you who don't have cats and don't know that you have to put all food away, otherwise cats will help themselves.
This one, Spooky, he is a carboholic.
He is.
And will chew into the bread.
I don't get it, but he does. He does. All right. Are we going to show them how you feed them every morning?
And
Okay, well, let's take a break, and then when we come back, we'll show you, when it gets closer to feeding time, how we prepare their breakfast. Okay, I finished packaging these up, and this is what it looks like. And I have got 14 days worth. That's 2 weeks worth of dog food, and it's probably comparable to what you're going to pay for the canned stuff, but it's so much better for them. So let's come over here. And Rick is in the process of preparing their breakfast.
This is actually Noreen's recipe. We give them a half a dropper of vitamin B.
He does this every single morning.
She feeds the 2-legged animals, I feed the 4-legged ones.
Rick does this while I'm making the girls' lunches in the morning. Or the coffee or whatever. Step back a little.
Some of that.
And here comes the Dynavite. And we also, I forgot to show you a couple of the other things that we get from Dynavite, which are really also very good supplements. They round out the nutrition that the dogs get every day.
So, Tally gets a half a scoop. And all the others get full.
And that bottle, well, that jar of Dynavite, I would say lasts about 6 weeks for 4 dogs. Now you can give your, if you have a larger dog, you're going to need to give them more, but all of our dogs get about a scoop a day. And it really does improve their overall health. It improves their coat. I mean, their coats are unbelievable.
I just want to show them this.
Okay.
Where you put it?
It's behind there.
We usually give them about a tablespoon of whatever cooking oil we have on hand at the time.
I don't usually use canola oil for people food, but I got a lot of this organic oil on clearance last year, and I'm trying to use it up.
That just kind of helps wet everything down here, and then helps coat their throats as they're eating, so it kind of helps it go down.
It does. It helps everything. Dogs need a certain amount of fat, and they need long muscle meat. So just like your cats do, it's important. These 2 supplements, one is called Lico Chops, and this other one is called Super Omega.
It's fish oil.
This blue one is a fish oil supplement. This other one is a fatty acid supplement. And these are over and above extra. They're both very liquidy, and you use about a teaspoon for each serving. That's good. A healthy squirt. And then this would, simulate what, the canned dog food's full of gravy, which is like, the canned dog food is essentially like junk food, unless you go to the expense of buying the Blue Buffalo canned dog food or the Blue Buffalo dog food in general, which we did buy for a long time, but You know, $50 for a 20-pound bag of dog food is really expensive. And then the canned stuff, if you're only going to divide it by 4, you know, the canned stuff is still over $2 a can. But it is the most superior dog food we have ever found. And it's all natural, it's organic, it's got good meat in it, it's got chicken and lamb, some has buffalo in it, and it's got just salmon. Our dogs love one that has fish and sweet potato. Now, we're coming up with all sorts of combinations of this homemade dog food to make for our dogs, and we were thinking about doing sweet potato and fish, and there are lots of fish coming out of local waters here that are very inexpensive to obtain to mix in with the ground beef. But if you know, to use the ground beef and the rice as a base. But I also thought we could use oats or any barley. We could put any number of other things in this dog food to make it super healthy for them and to change it up. You know, this time we may make beef and rice, but next time we may throw in a couple of tubs of chicken livers and bake that in there with it. All of this is relatively inexpensive. You know, if you live in an area where you can obtain local fish from local waters, then unless you live in the Gulf of Mexico, there, in that case, I would not be eating the fish that is coming out of there. I don't care what BP tells you. I wouldn't even feed that to my dog.
All that cracks, it had to go somewhere.
Yeah, and it's going into the fish.
I've heard there's like 18-inch layer of sludge on the bottom of there now.
That's what I heard as well. But this is what happens when Rick starts to stir. This is what happens.
We usually use the pie plates. It makes a whole different noise. We know exactly what it is. But they all start coming out here and dancing
and Tally will start.
And Tally, we had an old refrigerator. The motor was going out on it, and Tally sounds just like that.
We call Tally the broken refrigerator.
Mm-hmm. And every once in a while, we'll open up a capsule of...
These are Knit and Pyrum capsules. And if you would like a link to get these, I would be happy to share it with you. We call these flea pills. And these are comparable to an over-the-counter flea medication called Capstar. And I've been buying from this outfit, Little City Dogs. I've been buying from her for about 4 years. Now, recently, I would say within the last year, she kind of dropped off of eBay. And I contacted her, and she told me that she was not selling these on her website openly anymore because the pharmaceutical company that makes Capstar, who does not have a patent on Capstar, or they'll have a patent on the name or on the drug, they threatened to take her to court, and they insisted that she stop selling it. Well, she's still...
Not for the medicine, for the dosage.
That's right, for the dosage. Not for the name, not for the medicine. Because the medicine is, it would be like patenting vitamin C or something. You just can't do it. So in any case, we give our dogs one of these. They're very safe. Every other day, we live in a very high flea populated area. And these kill the fleas instantly once they start eating, once they ingest it. And it's a wonderful thing to have. It's very safe and healthy. Now what you see Rick doing now...
These are hard to get open.
Yes, they are. This is an all-natural diuretic that I got from the health food store. And we give a quarter of a capsule to Tally in her food every morning.
Every other morning.
Every other morning, pardon me. And this helps with bloat. And it's got any number of wonderful herbs in it. And it helps her immensely.
Like
it does smell like celery. But this is the one thing, along with the grip water that I told you about earlier, that basically helped us save Tally's life when she went through a terrible bout of bloat.
She was so bad she couldn't walk.
She looked like a Macy's Day float, that balloon. It was so awful, and I was very scared that we were going to lose her. But you know, it's been my experience that sometimes you just know when you can help an animal, and we were able to do that.
I like it, but think they'll still eat it.
Oh, I'm sure that they'll enjoy that. And Tally knows when Daddy starts tapping the plate, then it's almost time to eat.
We call it Tally time.
Yes, we do. We wake up every morning and we look at Tally and say, Tally, what time is it? Tally, what time is it? Tally, what time is it? There it goes. I don't know if you can hear that. Oh, that's Sissy.
Sissy usually joins in. She just sounds like an air leak.
The other two just wait patiently along the other side of the room. They know it's coming. You hear her?
Sorry, all my time was stuck to this spoon. Tally, what time is it? I think this was hers.
Yep.
Tally, what time is it? Huh? What time is it?
And there she goes. Breakfast time. I am plugged into the wall right now, so that's why I can't move.
I hope you can show me.
Huh?
I hope you can show me.
I didn't. All right. So
No.
that's what we do every morning at breakfast time.
See?
The dogs eat before the people do in this house.
Sammy?
That's okay. Ah. And Sophie. All right, folks. I'm going to say goodbye. It's early on Sunday
They don't
morning.
like it at all.
No, it doesn't look like they like it one little bit. And I am not presentable to be in front of the camera. So anyway, I'm really happy we were able to share this with you. I hope you give it a try. I hope your dogs love it. And until next time, we'll see ya.